Imagine this, you're out there, putting in every ounce of effort, pouring hours, days, months into preparing for this one moment. You've sacrificed sleep, social life, maybe even a bit of sanity, all for a shot at winning. And then, you lose. You stand there, trying to breathe, feeling the sting of that defeat, watching someone else raise the trophy that was supposed to be yours. There's a pit in your stomach, a voice in your head asking, what was all that for? That feeling, that crushing blow. It hurts. Why? Because you cared. You put your soul into it, and the world just slapped you back down. But here's the thing, losing isn't your enemy. Losing is raw, it's real, and it's the hard truth that most people run away from. It's easy to say, keep going when you're winning, but when you're losing, that's when your true character shows up. Think about it, when you lose, everything about you gets put under the spotlight. All your weaknesses, all the flaws you tried to hide, come rushing up to the surface. And it's brutal. But that pain you feel, that burning in your chest, that's not just a sign that you failed. It's proof that you care, that you want something bigger, that you're not just some bystander on the sidelines. You're in this, in the fight, feeling every hit, every cut. Society wants you to think that losing makes you a loser. That failing means you're not good enough. That if you didn't win, you just wasted your time. But that's a lie. Every successful person you look up to, every legend, they all started with losses. And not just a few. They were knocked down again and again and again. Do you think Kobe Bryant didn't lose games he poured his soul into? Do you think he didn't feel that same crushing disappointment? But every time, he got back up. He learned. He sharpened his skill. Michael Jordan missed more game-winning shots than he made. But he didn't sit around feeling sorry for himself, he went right back to work. Thomas Edison, the guy who invented the light bulb, failed 1,000 times. 1,000. But he didn't quit. He kept grinding, and because of that, he changed the world. Losing forces you to confront yourself. It strips away all the pretenses and leaves you with nothing but the truth of who you are and what you're willing to become. When you lose, you're faced with a choice. You can either sit there, wallowing in self-pity, telling yourself it wasn't fair, or you can take that hit, stand up, and come back swinging. It's in those low moments, those times where everything feels like it's falling apart, that you're given the chance to build something stronger. And let's be real, losing hurts because it exposes our weak spots. It's the gut punch that shows you exactly where you need to get better. Maybe you weren't fast enough, maybe you weren't strong enough, maybe you lacked focus. Good. Now you know what needs fixing. Now you have a roadmap, a clear path forward. Losing isn't an end, it's a beginning. It's a wake-up call that says, you've got work to do. Imagine what would happen if every time you lost, you let that be the fuel for your next win. Picture that fire in your belly growing, intensifying with each setback. Because here's the truth, the ones who rise to the top aren't the ones who avoid failure. They're the ones who confront it head on, who refuse to stay down, who refuse to give up, even when every part of them wants to quit. Losing is painful, no doubt. But it's also powerful. It teaches you resilience, grit, and determination. It teaches you what it means to push through, even when you're battered and bruised. And the more you embrace it, the stronger you become. Because every loss is a lesson, every defeat a stepping stone to something greater. So next time you lose, don't let it break you. Let it fuel you. Let it remind you that you're capable of more, that this moment of pain is only temporary. Because the secret power of losing, it's not just a setback, it's the foundation of every comeback.